Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE Night, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then look no further, because you can join said Discord group by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that and you'll find all the various requests that you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan stars are all fair game. So, let's hop into versus mode, set ourselves back to our defaults, like so. I'll hop into Discord, like so. Alright, and I think I am now ready to go. Let me know if there's anyone who would like to get us started today, or if there's anything setup-wise that we would like to see. As I always say, generally speaking, probably easier to establish first who's in for this match, and then we can figure out what, if anything, we want to do, and even then, maybe we give the players at least one warm-up match before we start throwing anything too crazy at them, but that is, of course, ultimately up to you to decide. So let me know if anyone is interested to get us started today. As always, I can potentially jump in as a placeholder player for a little while if we're waiting for some people to get ready. So I can potentially pencil myself in one of those two places, but of course, even then we'd need at least one more person. So let me know if we have any takers. What's up, in love with the streamer? How are you? Good to see you. How have you been? No worries. Actually, let me just double check real quick. Did I remember to... I think I remembered to activate the various requests. Didn't I? Yeah, okay, good. Just like, hold on a minute. Did I remember to update those? We should be good, though. But yeah, don't all volunteer at once. I suppose what we have done this once or twice before, but if we're waiting for people to get ready, just came back home from a weekend getaway. Oh, nice. Preparing for bed to start the week tomorrow on the right foot. That is fair. Get a good night's sleep. Start the week in a good frame of mind, well rested. But what we could do, if we're waiting for people to hop in for the day, as we've done once or twice before, is we could even do a CPU versus CPU match. As we occasionally people have expressed interest in this. I don't know, what do we want? Master versus master? Maybe we'll go fully randomized teams on both sides and just see how things go. Okay, Rotor says, I take that to mean he's doing some PoE or PoE 2. He needs to get to the next waypoint, and then he'll be ready to hop in after that. Alright. No worries. In which case, maybe we can get iRotor in one of the two places, and then if there is anyone else who'd like to hop in the second spot, let us know. Otherwise, as I said, I could potentially be the second person in. Of course, as always, prefer to give preference to you guys in chat. What's up, Lilac? How's it going? We are looking for a second player to hop in here, as iRotor will be available in just a minute or two. So yeah, if you would like, you can claim one of those spots. Let's see. Alright. Invite should be on its way for you, Lilac.
Why, hello there.
Hello there. How are you?
I am doing well. I have fried chicken.
Okay. Are you going to be playing around and then mid-round take a quick bite, back to Pyre? Take a bite, back to Pyre.
Perhaps.
You're like, challenge accepted.
I've done this before.
Like, Lids, what do you take me for, an amateur?
Do you not eat bites of your meal in between rounds of Pyre?
I mean, I do, yes, but that's in part because I am not the person actively playing more often than not.
Oh, true.
I mean, I guess it's one thing if you're talking about, like, in the lobby right here as we're still setting things up. It's another thing if we're talking mid-match
Okay, no.
as you are actively playing.
Not typically mid-match.
Okay. Yeah, that's a different kind of challenge. That's bold. And there are probably some things that, you know, it's more feasible to eat those while playing than others. Alright, and Lilac also requests archetypes here to get us started. I mean, I suppose in that case, since iRotor may still need a minute or two, I could just start by rolling an archetype for you, Lilac.
Excellent.
Give you some time to strategize. Let me just get a random number generator going here. Okay, let's see. Looks like you are going to get this one.
Oh ho ho.
Alright, and let me know once you're good to go, iRotor, and I'll send you the invite. Lilac has requested archetypes, so I've already rolled an archetype for Lilac. I guess I can roll one for you even while you're still waiting to get in here. Okay. Have rolled one for iRotor. Every once in a while when I am about to send you guys the archetypes, I scroll through our previous Discord messages to see, is this one that I've sent this person before? I mean, they are randomized, so even if they are ones that you guys have received in the past, I'm not doctoring the randomized teams, but as I've said before, and I think is still the case now, there are some archetypes that we have yet to see in RITE NITE. Will we get some of them broken out right here, right now? That remains to be seen. But I have now sent you your archetype as well, iRotor. I suppose we have established what the players are doing. Well, let's see. So archetypes technically would include, potentially, exiles, talismans, and masteries. I know Lilac requested it as an exiles request, but that is to say, if we wanted to do arena or song, those two things are probably still fair game.
I am once again reminding you, Lids, that there is no official archetypes request button.
Oh, this is an interesting point. Yeah. And hey, Iroder, how's it going? Let me get an invite for you. I don't think I sent you one yet, but let's change that. And Lilac, which triumvirate would you like to be today? Is it the Dissidents?
Yes.
Okay. Nice and easy. Already have you set on those. And withdrawn for you, Iroder, or are you going to mix it up?
Withdrawn.
Okay. Gotcha. There we go. Okay, and Iroder, I should have sent you the DM for your archetype. So, as a reminder, for those who are unfamiliar, the archetypes are basically some guidelines for the players to follow with either the way they build their team or the way that they play their team, giving them some direction while at the same time also giving them some flexibility to interpret that the way they see fit. And those archetypes are sent just to them, so their opponent does not know what their strategy is going to be. Now, I was just thinking when I said how the archetypes, at least as the requests are currently constituted, they could qualify as exile, mastery, talisman, and that would mean that the arena and the songs are still fair game. I was kind of just on the fence thinking about, does it technically count if you have received an archetype and you request an arena? Is that inherently trying to choose an arena that is toward your benefit?
I would not say so.
I mean, obviously it depends from arena to arena, and your opponent doesn't even know what archetype you have. In some cases, there are some archetypes that are probably more arena dependent than others.
We can do the arena quest next time. I was mostly just requesting it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's debatable. I don't think it's like an obvious no-no. Yeah, okay, Iroder says it's fine. In that case, let's jump on in. Both players have their archetypes rolled. Oh, let me know if either of you guys have questions. I'm guessing at this point that you don't, but you're welcome to reply in the DM if you prefer.
To the Hulk of Ores. Have you the fortitude required to prevail? Let us see which one of you is more deserving. Dissidents, stand ready. The withdrawn, stand ready. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so starting things off today with Lilac against Iroder. I think I enabled your controls, right, Lilac? Yeah, okay,
yes.
Perfect. Alright, so the players have their archetypes. That will be our way that we open things up today, our warm-up.
I gotta check my archetype again. Okay.
As I was saying, some of those archetypes are based more around the team setup, other ones based more around the way that the players execute in-game once we actually start up. Reminder that you do currently have 2 masteries, which I am fairly certain was not intentional.
It wasn't. For once, it was not.
I mean, maybe that's part of the archetype. Maybe it's part of your... I mean, I do know what your archetype is. Maybe it's your interpretation of it, but I would venture to guess that is probably not the case. Alright, so it's a Kerfang Orlek in the lead spot for Lilac. Quick throwing Palmus will be Iroder's first choice. Now Speedy Viz Paleth for Lilac. I didn't double check, but did either of you have any clarifying questions you needed me to answer?
I do not. I am very confident in my request, in my archetype.
Prayer Beads Ulmer in the second spot for Iroder. And Dying Flame Bertrude in the last spot for Lilac. And Leechin Vorfrit is the final choice for Iroder. So here we go with our first match of the day. Lilac on the left with the Dissidents, Iroder on the right with the Withdrawn, and it's an Archetypes matchup. Random archetypes for both of the players, and it is Lilac getting us started with a 30 damage Demon Plunge on the boat.
Orlek is banished.
As Lilac breaks out the Crone Salute, transforming all of Iroder's exiles into defenseless Howlers. Iroder trying to find a way to banish one of those Howlers so he can get a character back with an aura, which he may have just managed to do. Hold on a second, he has 10 seconds. He might be able to make it through with this Howler. And he does!
Well,
Once again, I would venture to say that probably was not part of Lilac's plan. But here is Lilac.
it totally was part of it.
Lilac has Iroder right where Lilac wants him. Whoa, with a little bit of boat magic. On top of that, banishes one defender, does Lilac, but then gets banished from Borfrit. Recent scorer, but in Howler form. Now Lilac with the Crone. Bertrude goes down. Here is Iroder with Borfrit once more. Leaps in. That's good for 30 damage. Sapling gets brushed aside and not nearly as effective in that position as where Iroder had originally planned for it to go. A little bit of chaos there as a series of banishments, but it is Iroder who emerges and I believe does have prayer beads on Ulmer, so he will be back. As once again, Lilac immediately knocks that sapling aside and then flies across the arena with a Kerfang Orlek, setting up a 33 damage plunge. Does mean no Orlek in this round, though. Lilac looking to get the job done now with Vids, who gets close, but not close enough, and now is defenseless, as Iroder has time here. Moving in with Vorfrit. Charges up the throw. And that's not just 30 damage, that's also 15 leech. Orlek. Blocks. Banishes one defender, but gets banished by the second. Vorfrit. She goes down. This time, Iroder does get a sapling where he wants it, and may even be in throwing range there, but Lilac in position to intercept. And now Plunge on the other side for 30 damage, and that means one score would potentially be all that Lilac needs, except that Iroder has his own version of the Crone Salute. Lilac trying to return the favor, scoring with a Howler, and got somewhat close. But Iroder gets the stop, and now Lilac is defenseless, and this is probably what Iroder had more in mind. 30 damage plus 15 leech, and now suddenly it's Iroder who can finish this with one score. As I think even with the Kerfang, Lilac is 1 point shy of having enough damage, and of course, Iroder does have a sap, may have some rekindling, so even a 33 damage plunge may still be insufficient, as it does 233 damage, and in doing so, drop Iroder down to 1 Pyre life. And Iroder does the Crone Salute. He's already used it, though. That is a one-time use kind of deal. Lilac defenseless, but gets Bertrude back. Can Bertrude get the stop? Yes, she can. Bertrude, though, waiting for some reinforcements in the form of Vids. Here she is. But she's blocked. Orb close to Iroder's Pyre. Oh, the boat magic comes back to burn Lilac there, except the dramatic return from Bertrude getting the stop, but now Lilac defenseless once more. Almer goes in, but he does not have enough damage, so Lilac is still holding on. We may have ourselves a sudden death match here, all depending on if Iroder does actually have rekindling on his sap or not. Lilac has Bertrude back against the opposing Crone Vorfrit alongside Almer. He's the one moving in, but he's the one going down. Bertrude blocked. Gets it back quickly. Second attempt, blocked again, and then slides into the sapling. Lilac getting aggressive here. Oh, you see the numbing gust. That means Iroder probably does not have much, if any, rekindling, but he gets the score in here, and in doing so, it is Iroder who takes the win.
GG.
GG.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
What a way to get us started.
What a thrilling match.
Thrilling match. Did you have rekindling, Iroder?
No.
No. Oh, man.
Until the next.
Almost fell off the chair. I mean, sometimes 1 HP is all you need, as Iroder just demonstrated there. Well, that was an Archetypes match. You guys are welcome to share your archetypes if you would like.
Team Disruption didn't work out that well because just was a bit too slow to get to the middle to place the sapling and be annoying.
Yeah, so was the big idea to set up the sapling right on top of the orb at the beginning?
Sapling to disrupt, then like sapling explosion and place one in the middle of the team. When you lose the orb, immediately follow up with salute. This kind of, and curse, of course.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for stopping by. Love with
But
the
I
streamer.
Mine was...
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I said mine was big hitter. Emphasize attacking with high damage scores.
Alright, well. As for where we go from there, that's up to you guys. Let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. That's about as close as you can get. It is, mathematically speaking, as close as you can get. Alright, but not seeing any requests here, so why don't we hop back in for this next one? We'll leave this one up to the players to go with whatever they'd like.
I was about to make a request, but one of them seems to have gone missing.
Oh,
Dissidents
huh?
Several
shall
of them.
confront
Oh,
There's no
withdrawn.
Titan stars, and there's no customize
Welcome.
off.
one moment.
Who shall conduct
One moment.
the
Lids, Lids.
1 second. Oh, look at that. Customize off. Summon intro. Titan stars. I don't know what you're talking about. They're all there. I definitely didn't just activate them a second ago.
Well,
You guys, you might need to refresh the stream, Twitch, whatever platform you're watching on,
Okay, there.
in order to still see the requests now. Sometimes that happens if I enable them midstream.
Where's the mastery's request?
Hold on, one moment. I just closed the page. 1 second. All right, I'll open it back up.
Lids.
Let me see. Talisman song. Oh. Yeah, no, it's should be up now.
There we. Lids, you're running a professional operation.
I just forgot to press the buttons. Well, I pressed some of the buttons, but not all the buttons.
Tisk tisk.
Bertrude.
Unprofessional, Lids.
Yeah. Silly streamer. You have to press all of the right buttons.
Demon.
Alright, well, Crone on one side, Demon on the other. This one is just teams selected entirely by the players. No requests, no archetypes, no nothing. Lids, no nothing is a double negative. That actually means that there would be something. Well, clearly there is something, okay?
Exile.
Clearly they are making teams here, one way or another. As Iroder goes Speedy Tizo, and Lilac has taken 2 Crones here. Is this merely a coincidence? Is Lilac inspired by the arena where we currently find ourselves playing this match? Is Lilac about to lock in a 3rd and final Crone? The answer is yes. Maybe in response to seeing some Crone salutes, opts to take the extra starting Pyre life and a lot of rekindling as well. So he's more able to weather some storms like this, as Lilac does break out one of those Crone salutes, setting up a 30 damage score, but that basically is then cancelled out by that extra starting Pyre life talisman that Iroder opted to take on Palmas. But now this score is for 25 damage as Lilac plunges in there, but is now defenseless. Orb inadvertently hits Lilac's Pyre, bounces back out, but Iroder has it back and has time to throw it in for 30. Wastes the orb, Lilac won it, but lost a Crone in the process, and it's the second Crone who plunges in here. That's 30 damage, but no prayer beads. That means Lilac now left with just 1 Crone, but that may be all that Lilac needs after breaking out another Crone salute. So that's another 30 damage. It drops Iroder down to 15, but as I was saying, we did see a fair bit of rekindling from Iroder this time round. And Iroder now plunges with Tizo, who took the extra damage from the Masteries. That's 25. But it does mean no Tizo in this round for iRotor. And I have to find a way to make it work with Vids plus Palmas, now just Palmas. But this time the sapling does get the disruption that iRotor was looking for. Both in the previous match, when it was a little tricky to make that happen, but in this match as well. Lilac looking for a way past Vids here with Udmilda, but doesn't find it. And iRotor able to sneak in that throw, courtesy of the Star Splinter, quick throwing talisman. And now Lilac down to 15 Pyre life, the difference being that I don't believe Lilac took the rekindling talisman, so I think one score likely would be sufficient for iRotor. Same cannot be said for Lilac here. And here comes iRotor, getting in for the winning plunge.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries came ever so close.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
All right. Let's head on back
Until the next rite.
and let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. You definitely have all of the requests available to you now. It's not as if you only had half of them available from the onset. As Lilac now turns Customize off, so randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans also just going to get thrown straight into the action. Won't even get to see what the players' teams are before the match starts. We could still do an arena, we could still do a song, but otherwise that does account for most of the things. So let us know if you like any of that stuff, otherwise we can hop back in. So let's do it.
The dissidents.
Alright, it's the Nest of Triesta, and for Lilac, it's a Cur, a Savage, and a Crone. For iRotor, it is an Imp, a Crone, and a Demon. Let's see what else we can learn about these teams, as iRotor does have a portal from his Demon, or from his Imp, rather. It's not an infinite stamina portal.
Of the scribes.
30 damage, Crone Plunge, Hex of Victory. Oh, he has the extra starting Pyre life from Jody. It also does tell us, at least to a certain extent, which side of the Crone tree he has masteries on Vorfrit, but she's now gone in this round. We know she does not have prayer beads. Ruki comes back. Oh, but everyone down. I think it's Lilac coming first with Almer here by a split second. He is first to the orb. Now Vorfrit, back to Ruki. He has an opening, which Lilac capitalizes on. As we were saying a minute ago, extra starting Pyre life for iRotor coming from Jody's mastery, which does tell us that's a at least partially right-sided Jodariel tree. Oh, Righteous Flame on iRotor's Crone, so we got 10 Leech out of that. That's useful information for iRotor to learn, and now Lilac defenseless, and it means iRotor is perfectly content to deal 30 damage and leech 10 more Pyre life back. And now Lilac down to 10 Pyre life means one score might be all that iRotor needs here. Again, unless Lilac does have the rekindling talisman, but there's no way to know that until this happens, because that is in fact the case. So Lilac still holding on, and Ruki with a dramatic return. Oh, and might only have 2 jumps there. The lucky break was big. Oh, and a last second save once again for Lilac. Back with Ruki. Oh, he has the Cursed Talisman. Which is not exactly a great thing to see on Curs. Keeping the Cur aura when you're in possession doesn't exactly make a big difference. iRotor checks for the Brazen Banner. Not that he needs the extra damage, but he doesn't have that. Checks for the Crone Salute, doesn't have that either. Lilac now gets the stop and is off to the races with Ruki. Gets the stamina back. He is stopped, but the lucky break triggers. Vorfrit for iRotor. jumps in, and Iroder is the winner.
Withdrawn prevail.
GG.
'Twas as though the scribes themselves stood by their side.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings
Alright, well let's head on back then.
until the stars align.
And let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. That one was a customize off match. We'll turn customize back on, unless of course that's something we'd like to see once again. Or anything else for that matter. Otherwise, if we don't have anything in particular in mind, we can always leave it up to the players to go with whatever they'd like. Not immediately seeing any requests from chat, though. Let us know if you do have anything you'd like for us to do. Okay. I'm glad to see that you have correctly identified which arena this is. You are characterizing it in the proper way. Those are, in fact, hockey pucks. That means the Cairn of Haub.
The dissidents versus
Thaler's got the right
the
idea.
withdrawn. Welcome.
Alright, so it's just an arena request.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Everything else is still up to the players. Pizza? What? What does that have to do with it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. That's why I'm asking.
Tamatha.
It's a speedy Pamatha in the first spot for Lilac. Lilac, of course, requested this arena. We'll have to see if Lilac had anything in mind. Or if it was just, oh, it's been a little while since we've last been here. Meanwhile, Iroder goes with a demon in the lead spot. It's a Curvefang on Soxiana in the second spot for Lilac, so extra plunging damage there. And Iroder goes speedy, extra damage Tizo. Leeching Tamatha. That's the last choice for Lilac. And Typhoon Bottle on Palmas for Iroder.
Now begin.
Thrash Pack for good measure. Extra shield coming from Palmas to help assist Vizpaleth
The withdrawn
toward
thus
making
make
this
their
30
mark
damage
upon the
throw.
flame.
That's how we start things off. It is all harps for Lilac, but there are no harps right now. And that means that's an opportunity for another 30 damage throw for Iroder.
Yes.
But this time Vizpaleth goes down. Lilac with Tamatha. Blocked and banished. Vizpaleth is back, banishes one defender, banishes another, and throws it in once more. And Iroder might need to do that just once more to finish the job. But Dispossessed on that occasion gets the orb back, though.
And it is done.
And there it is.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
And what a crushing victory it was.
Well played, you two.
The rite is done.
Alright, well let us know if there's anything we'd like to see in the next match.
Until the stars align.
Do you need to swap out Lilac?
I'm good. I'm good with whoever. I was just wondering if there was anyone else that wanted to get in.
Mm-hmm. Well, let us
Think
know if there is
so.
anyone else who'd like to get in on the action. Failer says unavailable today. No worries, Failer. Well, let us know if there is anything we'd still like to see between Lilac and Iroder. Ah, need to head out soon. Snadge indeed. Alright, not immediately. See, oh, hold on. Oh. Uh-oh. Brace yourselves.
Yes. Hi, Chewing Dragon.
It is an exile's request from Chewing Dragon. One word. Sleepover.
What does this mean?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's an exile's request.
Should we be anticipating a wall of text? Or is this open to interpretation?
I imagine at some point in time, we should be expecting this. As for whether that happens right now or once the match is over, that I am less certain of. It says no, just because he's anticipating going to sleep.
Unfortunate. Why would you go to sleep when you could be playing Pyre?
Also, I feel like sleepover is generally the time when you get the least sleep.
This is true.
Alright, well, I guess we'll get this one started. We may have to ask some clarifying questions of Chewing Dragon, but I imagine we're also just gonna have to take some artistic liberties here. You choose exiles who would go to the sleepover together. Okay. That is your direction.
Who is hosting the sleepover?
I think that's probably up to you.
Okay. But
Apparently the
was it like
sleepover is happening at the Fall of Solium,
Shall take
which
all
may or may not
the
influence that
withdrawn.
decision.
Welcome.
Hmm.
Who shall conduct the rites?
I do know the perfect composition. Also, by the way, if you and Chewing Dragon want to play against each other, I can also help out.
Unfortunately, it seems to be implied that he won't be playing because he has to sleep or whatever or something.
Yeah, it sounds like Chewing Dragon's gonna go to sleep pretty soon.
He has to quote unquote go to bed.
Whatever that means, right?
On RITE night of all nights.
Oh, you have a hangover on Pamitha for what it's worth. Okay. You aren't gonna take her anyway, but just a
Thank
heads
you for
up.
pointing that out to me.
Tay.
Okay, so the stowaway is the first person the one who's hosting the sleepover? I don't know.
I do have a hangover, but who cares?
I mean, maybe that says something about the sleepover.
The hangover. What sort of activities are occurring at the sleepover?
Well, apparently in Iroder's case, there may be some hangovers afterward.
Hmm.
Orma. messenger.
Alright, it is another imp. Or I wrote her. Banishing throws on messenger imp.
I have to try something this ride. Not this ride, but the next one.
I'm intrigued.
Tizo.
Infinite Stamina Tizo is the last choice for Lilac. And definitely didn't see this one coming.
Come on, the imps would totally get up to sleepover. They all get along. The imps love each other.
Oh, no, they definitely do. I was being sarcastic. But after taking 2 imps, seemed likely we were going to see a third there.
Commence.
All the imps get along.
All of the imps are belong to us. Or in this case, I wrote her.
That's an old meme. Lids, you must be ancient.
Somebody
Or maybe just a meme scholar. A scholar of the memes.
Okay, fair, actually. Fair point, touche.
Quite the close call there, no?
Oh, Honor said you guys both slept on the sleepover for the original trio. Could have gone in that direction.
The dissident's Pyre is the first to falter.
I slept on it.
You could say that both players slept on that. That's true.
Now go.
Here's Almer for
Is
Lilac.
is the loser going to, like, die horrifically in a sleepover-related incident?
Oh no.
Turing Dragon?
Is this gonna turn into one of those like Final Destination movies, or I don't know, one of those cheap horror series that has like 100 different versions of it?
Flung with
The what?
considerable precision.
Isn't that one of the? I mean, I've never seen it, but aren't there like 10 Final Destination movies?
What is Final Destination?
It's a horror movie series, none of which I think are. There are 6? Okay. Yeah. It's a horror movie series. I don't think any of them are particularly high budget or, you know, particularly well made. They're just kind of like cheapo horror movies that all feature people who
Relatively bright.
have tragic deaths in the most like randomly horrific ways.
I see.
Like everyday situations that somehow take dramatic and horrible turns.
Sounds like Turing Dragon. Sounds like Turing Dragon. Not gonna lie.
No, Turing Dragon says the loser gets sleep apnea in real life.
My word.
What?
To which I say, oh my word.
Once more like that.
Isn't that the, okay, I could be wrong. Isn't that the thing that can, like, kill you?
Isn't that just not being able to sleep very easily? Isn't that just like not being able to sleep?
I can't remember. I could have, like,
No, it's Final Destination, right?
for some reason I thought that I would.
No, that's insomnia? Okay, I don't remember what sleep apnea is. I might be just conflating those two things.
I thought sleep apnea was like a thing that GG. Oh no,
The
I'm
withdrawn prevail.
One moment while I Google what that is.
Conducted with
I'm
aplomb.
also googling.
The rite is complete.
Yeah, there are a lot of video game, movie, and other media series that have the word final in them.
Like Final Fantasy.
I had to make sure I didn't accidentally say Final Fantasy. Which also has a bazillion different versions to it.
Sleep apnea is a potentially serious
Oh.
sleep disorder in which breathing repeatedly stops and starts. If you snore loudly and feel tired even after a full night's sleep, you might have sleep apnea.
Okay.
Turing Dragon, why would you
Why
do
would you
that
wish
to
this
me?
upon anyone?
I thought we were friends.
No exercise requests, please, for this one. I want to try something. I don't
Okay,
care about the
Rotor
other
is
ones, but
scheming
no
something.
extra and at least I want one extra and one talisman I can choose.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, not immediately seeing any requests anyway, so...
I just yawned.
Oh no! That's the first sign!
No, it isn't. Wasn't even a symptom. This had nothing to do with this.
Yes, it does. It's the.
It's all related. It's all connected.
Mm-hmm.
The dissidents shall now face the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Dream Dragon says, sorry, Lilac, but I'm cursing you with immense snoring.
I can live with that. I've had to live with that before. I'll accept my fate.
Oh no. I mean, let's be honest though. This is Chewing Dragon we're talking about. It could be much, much worse.
This is true.
Exile.
Alright, Demon on one side, Imp on the other. Thorn to
Wait.
not Raji.
Wait, are you doing Murph's illegal bomb setup thing?
I haven't seen it. Maybe it
You
is not
haven't?
a big bomb setup. No.
Ooh.
I'm
Oh,
not aware of
boy.
everything that's going
Oh
on.
boy.
Murph
I
has
got
somehow
the
still
idea
managed to
because
hold
of
on to
the
this
extra
secret.
for him, but I wanted Web Lampham for the third one, so I couldn't
I
do
see.
the fourth not.
Sir Gilman.
Exploding Gilman in the second spot for iRotor. Lilac took a Crone in the second spot. Now for the third selection.
I keep yawning. I keep
It's
yawning
a sign! It's Exploding Gilman. That's Lilac's last choice. And iRotor, who said he had a plan for this one, goes Speedy Viz Palette for the final choice. So let's see what exactly iRotor has been cooking up here. As he sacrifices the worm, seemingly very deliberately. But it's Vizpaleth now. She plunges. Now it's just Gilman, though. That throw does hit the mark. That's 15 damage. Big explosion from Raji. And then Crone Salute transforms all of iRotor's Exiles into defenseless Howlers, so that sets up a 30 damage throw for Lilac.
Good. Ouch.
What is he planning?
My mind.
Gilman back for Lilac, but now that he's down, that leaves Lilac defenseless. So now the opposing Gilman with a Seize Chance throw.
Why do I have Seize Chance? What did I banish?
I do not remember. Ooh, a stunning claim. Mostly just to slow things down. But it works. As now it's Lilac, plunging with a Seize Chance 25 damage worm.
The orb is taken.
Orlek for Lilac.
Now that
He'll plunge in with Astral Eye, so that's 33 damage.
the dissidents best not
Big
throw
explosion.
over just yet.
But Gilman gets it back for Lilac. Stunning claim again, just slows things down. Carry on. Did make it more likely for Bertrude to come back in time to make that stop, so I suppose it did help in that way. Here is Bertrude. Oh, but she stopped just before making it into the Pyre. Now it's Iroder. He'll plunge here for 25.
The dissident's adversaries gained an edge.
Orlek. Blocked. Banishes one defender. Gets the orb back. Knocks back the other defender, setting up this 33 damage plunge. That means one score might be all that Lilac needs here. Will it come from Bertrude? Not this time, but here's Gilman. And he plunges in for the win.
They say you snooze, you lose. So, and it looks like you snozzed and lost.
Oh, man.
Ceremony is complete.
Well, GG. Well played, you two. Also, I didn't say anything at the time, but during that match, Chewing Dragon did say some rather concerning things. He did say he was going to do a very cursed request and then go off to sleep.
Well, good night, Chewing Dragon.
Well, he has his parting request, which is an Exile's request. He says the Archjustice has 3 secret crushes on the Exiles. Is there any other context or direction beyond that, or
I don't think there's any needed.
maybe that's everything we need? Don't know if there's anything that goes along with that. I mean, at least Chewing Dragon's request sounds like that falls squarely within the exile category. Maybe nothing to go along with it. So I guess we'll load in. Still not entirely sure if we are awaiting additional direction from Chewing Dragon or not.
The dissidents shall confront the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so I guess it's the 3 exiles who the Archjustice secretly has a crush on? Speedy Volfred, I mean, that's understandable. He is the winner of the first RITE NITE Civil War.
Wait.
Then, once upon a time, Barker did steal Christmas. Now, I don't remember if he was successful with this or not, but if so, then...
Is this specifically, like, based on who he seems to favor or like in canon, or is this more interpretation-based?
He says, you gotta choose the ones the Archjustice really likes. He also says, I wrote her, you crazy man. So...
For some reason, Twitch censored that for me.
Oh, really? Crazy?
Also, I was going to choose Barker also.
I think there's still time.
Yeah?
You're right. There's always time.
Choose someone.
We always think there's going to be more time.
Barker.
So am I crazy too now, Chewing Dragon? Smiles.
Nah, I wrote her set the precedent.
Man. never gonna make it big.
Jody?
The forbidden.
Oh, okay. Well, Chewing Dragon apparently does have his own ideas about that.
I think that actually makes sense.
It, please elaborate, actually. Lendl? You picked Lendl?
Somebody likes Lendl? What?
Absurd!
Utter nonsense.
I'm very curious about why you picked Dario. Specific. Nothing wrong. To clarify, nothing wrong with Jodariel. I think she's great. But why is it that like the Archduchess specifically really likes her? Elaborate.
I think it's just something about the military.
True.
Here's Orlek. Knocks back one defender, setting up this plunge. Jody moving in. Trying to set up a throw, and does. Despite not having the quick throwing talisman, does still have enough time to get the full 30 out of that. There's the goals bracer and shoulder smash along with it. Setting up Lendl here, who also has leech. So net 30 points on that play. Orlek shoulder smashed. And Barker follows up on the other end with a 20 damage plunge. That being Iroder's Barker. And once again, Lendl is bullying Orlek.
He's trying to sabotage the competition.
The devious maneuver.
This is absurd.
Now go.
Lendl and Orlek again. This time Orlek, momentarily got his revenge. But then Jody had something to say about that.
All of the dissidents.
Here is Jody, who might be about to finish things. But Lilac has 50 rekindling.
I forgot I had that.
This is news to Lilac. Meanwhile, Orlek says, "Oh, I'm sorry, was there an opposing team?"
I walked back and I still got
into the fire.
car.
Good.
Barker versus Barker. Barker wins. Lilac defenseless. That's a 15 damage throw for Iroder.
The orb is taken.
Orlek, down he goes. Oh, and the shield wasn't quite timed correctly. So that means Iroder has a chance to throw this in for 30. And we have seen Lilac's rekindling, which means one score likely would be all that Iroder needs. And will it come here from Barker?
It is done.
Yes, it will.
The
Hero
withdrawn
of the Ark
prevail. They
GG.
overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, let's head on back. Also, Chewing Dragon with some parting words.
Until the next.
Good night,
round.
Chewing Dragon.
Good night, Chewing Dragon.
He may or may not start cosplaying
Sleep tight, don't let the barkers bite.
as a crocodile. All right. Well, let us know if there is anything we'd like to see for the next one. Or if there is anyone who's interested in getting in on the action. I know we were talking a little bit earlier, but it didn't... I know Phaler said he's not available. But if there's anyone who'd like to get in, let us
For
know.
me, it kind of depends, like, if someone else specifically wants, like, I'm starting to get kind of tired, but I can stay in unless someone else wants to get in right now.
But what about the sleep apnea?
What about it?
Well, you said you're getting tired.
Yes, and are you saying I need to stay and play Pyre so I won't fall asleep?
Oh, no.
I need to play Pyre eternally.
I'm just saying it might not be a coincidence that you've been cursed with this sleep apnea and now you feel tired.
You might be onto something, Lids.
Alright, well let us know if there is anything we'd like to see between these two, or seems Lilac was saying if there is anyone who would like to hop in, we could potentially do a switch fairly soon. Rotor says, Will of the Scribes. That ought to be the song. But is that all? Ridge of Gold. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, there is.
Oh, there is. Oh. No masteries. Alright, well let's get started then, and we'll see how the players adapt.
The dissidents shall take on the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the
We did just get a talisman request from Chewing Dragon just before we started up that says items for sleep.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, what would you... Well, I mean, are there any talismans that are pillow-like?
Go on.
Oh, man.
Does he really hate someone?
Yeah, he's going to sleep with vengeance on his mind.
I was thinking it's a blanket.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's definitely better then. I was gonna say, otherwise that was a very dark interpretation. Please do not take Dying Flame.
Why not?
Talk about dark interpretations.
And it just goes out. It goes out when he goes to sleep, alright? Because otherwise it would be lit. And it's bright and you don't sleep.
It's like a nightlight.
I'm not quite sure what's so dark about this.
Yeah, Lids. What's wrong with the little dying flame?
Do I wonder when my first exile is the question? Let's see.
Chewing Dragon says, Gilman on that Arya Stark grind set. It's Webbed Lanthorn on Pamitha for Rotor. Alright, I can't help but feel like that one was just to spite me.
No.
This one possibly as well.
why would it be?
I'm a little concerned that you chose a leech.
It's a midnight snack.
Oh.
Is there something wrong with it?
I mean, technically it's a fungus, isn't it?
Some fungi are edible.
This is true. Mooncrest is the final choice for Iroda. Alright, so here we go with no masteries on any of the characters, and talismans that may or may not have a loose relation to the night and going to sleep. Definitely some room for interpretation there. As there is Gilman slithering his way through for a 15 damage plunge, but he's now gone in this round, of course, as I don't think we saw anyone take prayer beads, as now Lilac was, at least for a moment there, defenseless, but Parker makes a return, gets the banishment. Now give us up to Pamitha. Ooh, but down she goes. Parker comes back just in time to get the stop. Parker can't find a way out, so Iroda wins the orb back right next to Lilac's Pyre, plunges in, deals 20 damage. And now it is Iroda who's down one character in this round. Parker looking for a way through, but only has one jump.
Now then.
Harp's tussling with Pamitha's. Now Parker and Gilman sidesteps the cast and plunges in for 15.
How very fortunate for the dissidents.
Parker to Lilac's Pamitha. Back to Parker. Back to Pamitha. Down she goes. Iroda now moving in with Zoxiana. Sidesteps, and with Dying Flame gets a little bit of extra damage out of that plunge.
A show of strength from the dissidents' rivals.
To the point where, especially if the players keep trading one score per round, alternating, those have been 20 and in some cases 28 damage scores for Iroda, whereas those have been, on at least a couple occasions, 15 damage scores for Lilac. So that is a trade one would assume Iroda would be happy to make, as I think we still have yet to see either player score 2 rounds in a row. Maybe with no masteries and talismans that they may be a little less accustomed to, a little harder to make do with one character getting banished after plunging, but it is Iroda now breaking that trend. Gilman. Blocked. Now Iroda. We're still down one harp here, but one harp on the bottom. Now here's Zoxiana on the other side of the arena. Which one is the real threat? Which one will make the decisive move? Well, there it is. It's a 20 damage plunge. So Iroda continues to build upon the momentum, but is still down one exile, as all of these scores have been coming via the plunging route. That might be all that Iroda needs here, as he moves in and nearly was able to push his way in for a decisive plunge, but instead, it's Lilac. Pamitha, patient, but now quite solitary. It's blocked, banished. Parker makes a return and gets the banishment. But Iroda got the Mooncrest to activate. There's the explosion from Gilman, though. He had vengeance on his mind when he went to sleep.
It's a blanket.
A blanket of vengeance, yeah. These two things don't need to be mutually exclusive.
You have a point. You have a point there.
Now it's Lilac who scored, and that means it's Lilac who is now down one character. It's Gilman who's out for the rest of this round. Lilac will need to score here, despite being one character down. Otherwise, we'll find iRotor taking the win.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
The scribes themselves surely have taken note.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete
Alright. Let's head on back
until the stars align.
and let us know if there's anything we'd like to see in this one, or if there's anyone else who'd like to get in on the action. Otherwise, we'll set ourselves back here. And of course, if we don't have anything in mind, we can always leave it up to the players to go with whatever they'd like. That is an option as well. Not seeing anything at the moment, though. So let us know if you guys have anything planned. Otherwise, we can head back on in, leave it up to the players. Which looks like will be the case.
The dissidents versus the withdrawn.
Back at the book.
Welcome.
Back at the book again, Krispy Kreme.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Wait, you don't know the back at it again, Krispy Kreme meme?
No, I don't think so. Also, I didn't realize that everything that we said has to rhyme all the time.
I didn't even realize I was rhyming.
You did like 2 or 3 times in a row.
I mean, I totally knew that. It was intentional the whole time.
Speedy Headwind in the lead spot for Lilac. No requests from chat for this one, all up to the players. I'm sorry, Ari.
Exile.
And look, now I'm rhyming all the time too. It's just what I do.
Oh, hi Ari. Do you wanna hop in? Let's see.
Sandra.
Ari says, kinda tired at the moment.
You got the sleep apnea too?
Oh no, it's contagious.
It's contagious across the internet.
Exactly. I mean, yawning certainly is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Lando.
Alright, well here we go. This one all up to the players, and it's all nomads for Lilac. Whereas iRotor went a sap, a savage, and an imp. Headwind. He has the extra quickness, but that wasn't enough to avoid getting banished on that occasion. And that's an awfully big implosion. Headwind, once again. Goes down once again, though. As Iroder banishes the entirety of Lilac's team, but Headwind comes back quickly.
A flame is stricken.
Iroder, though, gets a quick throw in. That's 23 damage, not quite the maximum amount from his sap. Lendl
What
to
happened?
Snadra. Headwind. He's chased down.
Good. United in
Iroder moves in and sets up another throw here. This time it is for the full 25. Iroder first to the orb and a black magic jump around the defender and in for 20 damage.
Alas for Headwind. For us.
Snadra, stutter steps. But the hesitation move isn't enough to throw off the defense.
Alas for Lendl.
Iroder gets the shield. Defend off the defender.
That was rather bold.
25 damage throw from his imp, and that means one score is potentially all Iroder needs here. Doesn't really matter who is the damage dealer. Anyone would have enough firepower. As Iroder moves that sapling a little bit closer, maybe trying to set up a safe throwing location for his sap, but may not need to do that. Uses his imp to almost banish the entirety of Lilac's team, but then Ulmer finishes the job in more ways than one.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
They vastly outperformed their adversaries.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
Alright, well let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one, or if anyone would like to hop in. That one was all players taking their preferred teams, no specific requests. Just posted the Krispy Kreme video in voice text. I now have no excuse. Okay.
You have to watch it.
When was this at its peak? When was it most popular?
I don't know.
Is this like a really recent thing, or is this from a few years ago?
It's from a few years ago.
Okay.
So, like, you should know about this.
Okay. What? What's in interweb? I don't understand.
Lids, you're
Oh, it's from the
using-
Vine days. Okay, it's several years old in that case. Yeah, I was
Okay,
never
so you
on
know-
Vine.
So you know what vines are.
I've never used Vine, so...
but
not-
you at least know what it is.
yeah, I mean... Okay. Iroder says, Blade of Lu, all curs. Anything else, or is that it? Oh, Path to Glory. Okay.
Okay.
Song is locked in. Is that all? It would seem so. So why don't we get this one started then?
The dissidents versus the withdrawn.
Alright, so all curs. That is the
Who shall
request.
conduct the rites?
Beyond that, any masteries or talismans appear to be fair game. Lilac starts with a speedy Dalbert. Rotor was the one to make this request. We'll have to see if he goes with a fairly standard set of curves or if there's something out of the ordinary that he's going for here that might have been the reason for having made this request.
What is he put on?
Dalbert.
Takes Leech on Dalbert. Okay. Leeching Rookie for Lilac. Oh. More Leech. Now for iRotor. I'm sensing a bit of a theme.
Them dogs and their leeches.
Apparently. About to say, I don't know, does Ignarius have that dog in him? Apparently not. As here we are, all curs, and a lot of leeching talismans to go along with that, and then extra aura size on Dalbert there, and that's why he was able to get that banishment. But I'm not sure if we saw a single person take prayer beads, which, with triple cur teams on both sides, that is quite out of the ordinary, you would think.
The dissidents seem hungry to prevail.
It's one thing to take a bunch of the leeching talismans, but you still would have one more talisman to take. Of course, the curs technically do have a built-in prayer beads with one of their masteries, though that's quite uncommon to see people take. iRotor wins the orb back close to the Pyre, setting up this 20 damage plunge. Lilac sidesteps one cur and the other, but has to pass it back.
The orb slips from your clutches.
And it's iRotor, once again here, plunging for 20. Hopping in once more. That's 20 damage. That means iRotor just needs 15 more, but then again, both players have Leech. So if Lilac is to score, that might change the math, but it is iRotor once again, and so it is iRotor taking the win.
Their adversaries must be crying tears of shame.
We also want an excuse with Barker, the
Rite is done.
Excuse for Barker doing what?
Having his canonical talisman. Like he has.
Oh, okay.
Until the next rite.
All right. Well,
Also, Mandy has Star Splinter on the campaign, which is actually crazy if the AI could play subs.
that is actually pretty crazy. Imagine if the AI did know how to use saps and then Manly was actually just completely busted in the campaign. Of all the canonical talisman choices with their corresponding characters, would that make Manly the best in the campaign?
I'm not quite sure, like, Accuser, I mean, Lana has Living Flame, Dalbert has Dying Flame, nothing too crazy.
What does
Milda
Milda
has
get?
Frozen Soul, which is also not great, because the, like, unless you have, like, the triple curse setup, which the campaign doesn't have. I'm not quite sure what the essence has.
Oh, isn't actually no, Deluge has the exploding talisman, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
He has Vengeful
true.
Vow. I think that
That's
it has to
also
go to
awesome.
him then.
Or like I think has Mooncrest, which is also really good. But like in the campaign he has more hope anyway, so.
Hmm. Alright, well let us know if there is anything you guys would like us to see. Like us to do in the next match. Or if there is anyone who'd like to get in on the action.
The sleep apnea is getting to me.
I see.
I might have to go soon.
Alright, is there anyone who would like to take Lilac's spot? Are you good for at least one more Lilac, or are you looking to swap out right now?
I can do one more if no one volunteers, like, within the next minute or so.
Okay.
If you just do Liberation right then?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have anyone else today? It might just be that everyone is having a little bit of insomnia or insert other sleep-related ailment
If
here.
insomnia, they would be here because they can't sleep.
Yeah, you know, that might be the case.
People sleep too well for Rite Night.
Come
They have to
on,
sleep
guys.
worse.
Stop sleeping well. No, it's important.
Stop
Get your sleep.
sleeping. Lids, you can't say that. Sleep is nowhere near as important as Right Club. Duh.
I was just thinking when we were talking about it earlier, just think about in the campaign, almost every single night, the Triumvirates at night are doing the rites. They're waiting until it gets dark. When do they sleep?
That's a really good question.
They sleep during day.
They must be nocturnal.
But they're traveling during.
But they're
the day.
traveling during the day. So-
I guess you can travel, like, you start, what you do is if you know you arrive at the appointed location, either you go there one day before and then prepare, or you start late and arrive at evening.
I think they always say, oh, the rites happening. I don't think the stars are lighting up multiple days in advance.
No, but you travel there multiple days in advance, so you just, and you know roughly when it is, so you go there and then you wait.
I don't know. I'm just saying there's a chance that we are not getting any of the participants on their best, as they might be working on just, you know, a couple hours nap rather than the recommended 7 to 8 hours of full-blown sleep. They need their REM sleep.
Greg, how could you?
Come on, Michael Stipe.
Who?
There is not a single person who will get that reference.
Who is Michael Stipe?
Google him.
I see. I understand now. Well played, Lids. So does anyone want to get in?
Not seeing anyone else, so yeah, I mean, we could either turn this into a liberation rite. I mean, I could potentially hop in for a few matches, but if there's no one who is... Oh, hold on. We did just get a request from Ari.
I will not endorse on this. I will not watch the video. I refuse.
I wrote her as very anti-Krispy
I cannot
Kreme.
make you homework for this.
I wrote her, are you familiar with what Krispy Kreme is?
No, I don't want to be.
It's a donut.
It's don't worry, it's not bad.
It's a donut shop.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I don't care too much about that, but I refuse to watch the video.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a donut
I
shop.
don't want to know the meme. I want to remain innocent.
It's not a bad meme.
I don't care. I don't want to watch it.
Okay. I will respect
Of
that.
generations past.
What?
Too old
What?
for it.
You're never too old for memes.
Alright, well, I think one way or another, we'll hop into this next one with Ari's request. And then,
I got
as
the
for
mirror
whether
match.
the next
I
match
already
is the
thought that
Liberation
was
Rite,
Hmm? What'd you say?
What do you mean?
You just said something?
I just do a mirror match. I trust you to get this right.
Okay. Thank you for having faith in me.
The dissidents shall now face the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so the request is an exile request for the people you would find at a Krispy Kreme. It feels like maybe it's a good thing that Chewing Dragon is theoretically asleep now, because I was going to say this otherwise could be the origin of another different universe in which rather than everyone working at Burger King, they're all working at Krispy Kreme.
That sounds like a more peaceful universe. Not
Well, I'd like to believe that, yes. Then again, that's not saying much relative to the universes that Chewing Dragon tends to create.
True. You heard me yawn just then, right?
Perhaps.
Tay. Tay.
Alright, so stowaway on either side.
Tizo.
Well, only 3 masteries.
Oh,
Oops.
Ari is also
That's fine.
Ari is asking for an explanation as to why the stowaway would be at Krispy Kreme.
It's a donut place.
Tizo.
I would assume that she would be a fan of donuts and pastries. Unless you're talking about a completely different Krispy Kreme. And then the same explanation for Tizo, because why would Tizo not like delicious donuts?
He would not like it if it doesn't contain fish.
I don't think that he likes fish, but that isn't like exclusively what he eats.
I'm not quite sure. The bio is a bit.
Like it. Hold on.
I know you have to go over crime. I think. No, where was it? Yeah, this one.
You would commit the foulest crimes against Commonwealth cuisine. Well, Krispy Kreme isn't. What do you mean by what does foulest crimes mean? Is
Yeah,
it a
how
good
does
thing
one
or a
commit
bad
foul
thing?
crimes against a cuisine?
Why are only doing 3?
Well, I'm not doing 3 now.
Now you have to do 4.
Messenger imp. Messenger
Alright,
imp.
well, here we go.
Go now.
The exiles who would be most likely to, I guess we never really specified whether there'd be people working at the donut shop or
They are
the
going
patrons.
To the donut shop. They're going to the donut shop and they're going to
Now
get donuts because they like donuts. That is what they are doing.
The orc.
Stowaway goes down. Now no one to stop iRotor, so he'll plunge for 25 here.
The orb.
Another black magic jump from iRotor. Setting up that 20 damage plunge from the Stowaway, and she had prayer beads, so she is back. Here she is. But that time she got banished. Now it's back with Lilac. Ooh, a lot of banishments there. Lilac defenseless.
The flame is stricken.
It's a good opportunity for iRotor to throw that one in for 25.
Brilliantly done.
iRotor follows up with a 20 damage plunge from the Stowaway, and that means one more score, likely all that iRotor would need.
The orb is up.
iRotor back with it.
Well,
Banishes one, banishes two.
banishment for
Lilac defenseless here in what could be the decisive play.
done.
GG.
What
Most
kind of
excellently
donuts
done this time,
are
I
there
must
at
admit.
Krispy Kreme?
I mean, Krispy Kreme has its like primary signature donut. It technically does sell that. I think originally they only sold one kind. Then they kind of branched out. So in my opinion, there's only one correct choice, and that is the original Krispy Kreme style donut.
Until the stars align.
But that's just me. Alright, well, I think this might be a last call for whether there's anyone else who'd like to get in here, because I know at least Lilac was saying the sleep apnea is kicking in here. What was that? Oh, okay. It was just quiet enough that I couldn't tell what that was supposed to be. Oh.
It's
All right.
taking over.
Well, I am not seeing anyone else who is saying they want to get in right now. So I'm thinking, I mean, if you guys are up for one more, we could make it a liberation rite.
It's a surprisingly slow day.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's
Got it.
either asleep or I don't know.
Sleep apnea got him.
Yeah. Or they're half asleep because of the sleep apnea. At a limited event with Dolly Parton themed donut. What the heck?
What?
How do you theme a donut after a person?
And you blame me for not wanting to know about it.
Okay. You got me there.
Alright, well, if you guys are up for one more, I think we might be going the liberation route here.
I can handle one more.
Okay.
This will be like the single least varied Rite Night ever.
It's probably happened once before, or at least once before, where we've just had the same group the entire time, but obviously it is nice when we can get some extra people in. But no, people are just hanging out. They're hanging out in bed rather than at their gaming PCs.
Ari just sent a picture of the Dolly Parton themed donuts.
Oh no. Now that I'm not looking
Why
at.
is it such a small? Why is
No,
it
I don't want to hear it.
It's
Just
such
start
a
the ride.
No, just start the right. Hold on. Never
It's
to
such a tiny
return.
image.
Withdrawn edition. Server intro is on. This is the final ride of the night. Deliberation right. No requests from chat. We're just gonna finish things off in style. Players taking their preferred teams. Okay, let's go.
have the Dolly Parton themed donuts?
Why wouldn't I be?
They're actually not that bad.
Exiles.
That's what you
Welcome
want me to think.
To the fall of Solium.
Why would I lie about that?
You have this opportunity to prove your worth. The stars themselves shall be your witnesses. Dissidents, stand prepared.
Hey, you have to appreciate all the time.
The withdrawn, stand prepared.
Always. It really does bring it across very well.
Now we shall get
So true.
started.
Alright, so this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. Wrapping things up a little bit early tonight, but oh.
Sir
What are you
Gilman,
doing?
My word!
Don't
Was that
worry.
intentional?
Just pick your exile.
Mm,
Don't
Sir
worry about it.
what's going on here?
Wait, why are you doing that?
This is some
I
funny
think-
business.
Because it's lame if I have more masteries, and it's not exciting.
The deluge.
Exile. Jodariel.
Your move, I wrote her.
I wrote her mixing things up ever so slightly there, but I wrote her goes with the 3 worms. Alright, so here we go, our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. None of the players taking any masteries or talismans, so interpret that however you will, but it's Lilac on the left representing the dissidents, and I wrote her on the right representing the withdrawn. So best of luck to you both. And there it
The
is.
withdrawn have proved their worth.
GG.
Rather convincingly, I must admit.
Well played, you two.
Thus begins the liberation rite.
As we were saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you, Lilac and iRotor, for playing our matches today, and thank you everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well.
By the way, Ari, I have made my decision. The Stowaway would get the cake batter donuts, Tizo gets the mini original glazed donut, and Messenger Imp gets the Dolly Parton donuts.
Incorrect. Everyone is getting the original glazed donuts. On that note, I will now abandon you in Discord. Aha! I can get the final word. Alright, but as I was saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you, Lilac and iRotor, for playing our matches today. And I think thank you, everybody in chat, for giving us the request as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night, and if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then you can do so by joining the Rite Club Discord server. My name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights, and my streaming schedule is weeknights we're doing some Path of Exile 2, Fridays we're doing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer, Saturdays Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and then Sundays, obviously, this, Pyre multiplayer. Then Lids Vids on YouTube as well, posting the VODs for those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch that stuff there as well, in addition to some Hades 2 videos straight to YouTube, and also a recent Path of Exile 2 build guide video update, which you can check out right there. If you haven't done so yet already, then of course you can also hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live. Also at Lids Vids on Twitter. I post there when I go live as well, but actually the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is my Discord, which you can join by clicking on that link right there. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.